Good morning, everyone. So I'm here at my little balcony garden, and after posting some photos of it yesterday, I got quite some requests from parents who are home at the moment, and they wanted to know how they can teach their kids about home gardening, to use this time wisely that we have at home with our kids. So I thought I would create this little video showing you how to reuse the material you have at home, so you don't even have to go out, to create a self-watering planter. This is one example that I have. It's made out of a plastic bottle. Normally I would use the bottles that I find on cleanups for this purpose, since they are already non-recyclable because they have been contaminated. But at times like these, when we don't go and do cleanups, I have used one that I got. So let me start to show you how to do this. So I will just place the camera, and I hope you will see everything. Okay, so what you will need is a plastic bottle with a cap. You will need a knife, scissors, or, which I use quite often, a wood burning kit. You need some seeds. I am normally collecting all the seeds from the food waste that I have. So pepper seeds, cherry tomato seeds, strawberry seeds. You can literally use any seeds that you may have after cooking. You will need some rope. This is a rope I found on a beach. So I will use this one, but preferably you would use a natural one, like a hemp rope or something that might lead the water a little bit better. And then you also need some compost. Hopefully you have some at home, or you can get some for this purpose. So the first step would be to remove the label. So let me remove it. So you have a shiny bottle. The next step would be to make a hole in the cap, which I have already done by using the wood burner. But you can also use a knife for this purpose. Just be careful, don't let your kids do it. So once you have created this one, we need to cut the bottle. The top part here will be the actual planter, where the plant will be, and the bottom part will be where the water is. So we should preferably keep the bottom part a bit smaller and a bit larger for the planter. So I will cut it with a knife. Yeah, the sound is not very nice, but so here's the part for the water, and here is the part which will be for the soil. What you need to do now is to get a piece of string like this. It should be circling a little bit in the planting area, and it should also go down into the water, so make sure it is long enough. So what we need to do now is to take it from the cap and inside. It can be a little bit tricky, but there we go. Once it is inside, we put it into the bottle and we screw on the cap. So Now we just need to fill this one up with compost. This is the nice part, which a lot of kids love. Don't be scared for the kids to use the compost with their hands. Just tell them to wash their hands afterwards. The feel of compost connects us with nature, so it's not a bad thing. Once you have reached half of it, you do a small circle, so the rope will be all around the bottle. Put some more soil in to cover it. And we leave a little bit space at the top, because now we will put the seeds and then we will put some more soil. So what you need to do now is to fill this one with a bit of water, just a bit at the bottom. If you have a natural rope, you will see that it will be much easier, but I took what I had at home today just to show this to you. So the rope is in there, and I put this one down. So what will happen, especially if you already have a plant that you put in these, is that the roots will always seek down towards the water. It's okay if the roots comes down at the bottom, and it will start drinking from, it will like take from the rope. So you just need to lift this up and top it up with water every now and then. So I have the seeds that I have for today are radishes. Just to make sure that we actually get one, I mean, one small like this will preferably only have one radish, but I will put in 3 seeds. I am not sure that you can actually replant them if they will grow, but normally I would cut and leave only one of them. They have very good strength, so I will actually put just 2, and the one that comes up first will be the surviving one. If both comes up, I will cut the other one. So now the seeds are put there, and I simply just put a little bit more of the soil on top. Once I have done this, it's good to always have a spray bottle. I always spray the vegetables I have to not overwater them. Overwatering is a big issue. That is also why you should not have water all the way up, because it will also drip out any water if need be. So I simply just spray this one with a bit of water until it's soaked the first time, because at the moment all the soil is totally dry and it might not drink very well from this one yet, but going forward it will. So you just make sure that the compost is a bit damp. If not, you just spray it from time to time. That is how easy you can do a self-watering planter at home. And if you want to, you can also spray paint it. You can make the edges a bit nicer, of course, but you need very little material. So you need rope, compost, you need a plastic bottle, you need something to make a hole in the cap, so a knife, a wood burner, and you need some seed. And that's about it. And you can see I have 23 tomato plants which have this system, and I also have quite some other stuff in my little garden. I hope this helps get your kids going with some gardening. It's fun for them to see it growing. These are some pepper plants, for example, that I took the seeds from a yellow pepper that I used. And I had some containers for strawberries, which already have these holes at the bottom. And I reuse them as a planter as well. Once these grow up a bit, I will put them in one of these. If you have the 1.5 liter bottle, you can do the same. And then you will not have to repot them later on. And you can also grow maybe 1 carrot per bottle It's just about experimenting. So I wish you all a good day, and I hope that this was helpful. Bye for now.